Back at home, top Democrats, including Barack Obama, lacked the same moral courage, refusing to credit Trump for anything. Meanwhile, the ceasefire now crowd has been eerily quiet. And the New York Times even openly worried that the terrorist group Hamas got a raw deal. But while far-left Democrats play petty politics, the Trump administration is still doing busy things. Today, First Lady Melania Trump announced that 8 Ukrainian children in Russia have been reunited with their families. She's leading negotiations with Russia to bring abducted and misplaced children back home to Ukraine. Without a doubt, this has been a very good week for everyone except for those on the left with a terminal case of Trump derangement syndrome. Here now with more, Fox News contributor Miranda Devine and New Hampshire Senate candidate Scott Brown. Great to see both of you tonight. Miranda, why do you think it is that the ceasefire now leftists that we've been hearing so much for so long are suddenly crickets from them?
Yeah, silent. I mean, you would expect them, Charlie, to be dancing in the streets. After all, they've been carrying on for 2 years about Palestine, and now that even Hamas is saying that it's over, the war is over, there's nothing from them. And I think it's really because they never cared about that cause. It's just any cause to cause trouble, and any cause that they can cause trouble for Donald Trump. Because Trump derangement syndrome means that you hate Trump more than you love life, more than you love peace, more than you love anything. Hatred drives you. And unfortunately, we have a lot of people in this country, probably millions of people, who are afflicted by it.
Scott, sadly, I think Miranda is exactly right about all of that. But put into perspective for us just what a big deal this peace deal is for the world.
Well, first of all, I've been to Israel. I remember playing basketball in Stroud in an underground bunker, and we saw what happened on October 6th. And this is huge. Everybody I speak to who is of Jewish faith, and I texted Huckabee, Ambassador Huckabee, and they said, you know, fingers crossed. And he said the same thing. It's a huge deal. I mean, his goal is peace, and it's peace through strength. And we saw it obviously with Israel, Hamas, Afghanistan, closing our border, cleaning up the mess that Joe Biden made. And so he's hopefully going to get to Ukraine and Russia next. He absolutely should have gotten the Nobel Peace Prize. And I commend the recipient for honoring him and recognizing that, but not for his leadership in that region as well, that she may not have received it. So it's only the beginning. He's had a miraculous beginning of his presidency, and I'm really excited to be part of it, hopefully to help him go forward even more.
Truly. You know, Miranda, it is interesting. It's almost like a cartoon is playing out, and you have one side doing all of these spectacular superhero type things, and you have this other side that is dark and evil and talking about really nasty things. You have the First Lady actually reuniting children abducted during a war or gone missing during a war and reuniting them with their families. And we don't hear anything from the same people who claim to care about, you know, children in cages or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it really is incredible that you do see the Trump administration, and now both the Trumps, both Donald Trump and Melania Trump, his wife, actually focusing on really making serious changes for the good, whether it's in the country or in the world. That's their aim. And, you know, Donald Trump's been there just, 8 months, and he's already got a lot of runs on the board. And Melania Trump is showing that she's a serious person. She's not a flibbity-gibbet. She actually thinks about what's important and how she can use her voice to make the world a better place. And I think that was a really incredible speech and entreaty to Vladimir Putin that she made. And I do think you're right. It's a split screen. On the one hand, you've got Democrats insisting on keeping the government shut down, regardless of the fact that now you've got military and other people who aren't going to get paid. And on the other side, you have Donald Trump making this first stage to fixing this intractable problem in the Middle East.
Right. Scott, you're, of course, running for Senate in a famously independent state. When you go out and you talk to voters, do they seem to, the news about this seem to break through and actually reach regular, both Democrat and Republican voters or independent voters?
Well, certainly the base obviously is thrilled, and a lot of the independents who are truly independent recognize that we need to do things like this. We need to stop wars and have strength. We need to deal with China as they manipulate their currency and build and militarized islands and all that stuff. So yes, absolutely. There's some who just will never be in favor of him or anything he's doing. And respectfully, I think they're missing a great opportunity to find like maybe one or two things to jump on board and be part of, whether it's opening up the government, then negotiating, not just stopping everything cold and then hurting everybody. That's what the Democrats do. And I'm hearing around New Hampshire, especially, that the federal delegation especially is just completely wrong on this issue.
Well, if you can't get behind peace around the world, and especially in the Middle East, and you can't get behind reuniting families with their children, then there's probably something really, really wrong with you. Scott Brown, Miranda Devine, thank you both so much for joining us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.